My girl, how you doing?
Good to see you.
Good to see you too. You looking good. You're glowing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Look,
So are you.
I'm gonna try and put you in the center of this. How do I change the? Oh, there it is. There we go. Yeah, I'm doing great. Girl, it's looking good in there.
I know, finally got out of all of the boxes, finally.
That's dope. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I mean, I can't be doing better. Honestly, I
Yeah,
feel good. I'm doing good. Like, life is different.
yeah. What's crazy is, girl, when you sent me your work, I said, "Oh, this is what you and Dante been up to." Okay, now you know that video you sent me when you and Dante were working out of the truck, grabbing a whole bunch
Yeah,
of yeah,
that's why. Though it was the floors for the houses.
girl,
Yeah.
y'all done
So
been,
for
y'all,
3 houses, that's why I said when I sent you that, I said, "Oh, this is definitely my workout for today."
yeah,
Because that
that's
took about two
crazy.
hours. Yeah, that took 2 hours, and then we had 3 stoves and all of that, so we had to move all of that. So they're complete. They're on the market. We got 3 more. Yeah. So now you understand why I needed structure in my life.
Right, right. Something that I want to suggest to you is I don't know if you've made your affirmation around those houses, but
Absolutely.
and look,
Especially now, because the market is shifting. But either way, we are we priced it aggressively and we're very optimistic. So we're not really worried about it. When you do your best, you put it out there, you reap the reward. So that's how I feel about it. But yeah, I
absolutely.
definitely always speak into those houses, speaking, into existence that, the right people will purchase it and we will make a really good profit because we have a lot of stuff to do. We got to keep going.
Yeah, that what I saw, only somebody who is really walking in their purpose has worked on something like that. Yeah, that's so we'll come on here. We'll talk about what we actually got on here to talk about is a lot of people, they asked me about the 30-day trans. Well, now I made it the 45-day transformation so that I can
I know
spend
I'm
more.
jealous. I'm so jealous. Oh,
Yeah, so I made it the 45-day transformation so I can spend more time with people and help them with you know, making these habits a little bit more long term because stuff doesn't necessarily stick after 30 days. 45
right,
days, it's not a lot longer, but it's 15 days longer. And
right.
I really just want this to be like a normal conversation between the two of us. I'm gonna post this on YouTube so that anybody who has questions or they just want to see your experience, what you gained from it, what your mindset was before, what your mindset was after, and just like yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, initially, I saw a reel that you were doing, and it was just talking about givers, and it caught my attention. And then I was like, okay, what is this? Because it really convicted me. And I think I commented. That was like the one comment that I made. I was like, I don't know this person, but like she's speaking truth right now. And then I kept hearing you say something about a 5 a.m., 5 a.m. And I was like, that's always been a goal of mine. Like right before you reached out to me, I had started the 75 hard challenge. So I was already waking up around 5-ish, but it was the structure of it's more than just waking up at 5. You have to wake up with purpose. And my waking up was just like, okay, as long as I get my workout done, that was the purpose. And so I was very pleasantly surprised, first of all, because you don't buy stuff off the internet without being skeptical about it. So the first thing that I was impressed by was when you messaged me and you said, "You ready?" And I was like, "Absolutely." And then you messaged me, voices messaged me and said, "What makes you want to do this?" And you sent me the link. I looked at it and I remember looking at the price and I was like, "Oh, okay." I mean, yeah, I've never paid that much. I paused for a second.
Yeah.
You paying for a service from a stranger. Hopefully you don't get duped, right?
Funny.
Yeah, I paused for a second. I was like, okay. But I was like, Sharon, you invest you are an investor, period. And it's time to invest in your life. You know, if this is something you want to do and you're serious about it, you need to do it. And I remember sitting on that couch right there, talking to Dante, and I was crying. And I was like, you know, with everything that's happened, with losing my mom, with us still having to do so many things, I need some structure and I need to take care of me. And I looked in the mirror, I was just so tired. Everything was just out of order. And I was like, I need this for me. And he was like, well, if you were to purchase it for me, you wouldn't even think twice about the money. So why are you thinking twice about it for yourself? And I'm like, facts. So that night, he was like, let me know you have any questions. I was like, no questions. See you soon. Paid it that night. Took all of an hour.
Done deal. Yeah, you were quick on that. And it seemed like this to me from my end. It seemed like this.
Yeah, no, seriously, that 30 days went by so quickly, but like, I was nervous. I'm not gonna lie. I was just very pleasant because I didn't know that it was gonna actually be a Zoom call, like a Facebook call. I thought we were just gonna be talking on the phone. So I come in there with my bonnet and my robe, like, hey, girl.
You said, oh, this won't be happening again.
Wait, oh no, she gonna video me. Hold on.
Yeah.
I was very happy to see that you were a real person, and that everything you said that you were gonna do throughout that process, you did, and you communicated very well. So I don't want to keep rambling. You got any questions?
No, you're good. That's awesome. I am gonna switch this view so that now we can have like a more, because I realized that people are gonna see you big and they're gonna see me small. But now that's amazing. I think something that worked to your benefit was you didn't ponder on it too long. It
Right.
You had the conversation with Dante and you were like, this is a decision I'm making. Boom. That worked out to your advantage, because a lot of people, they'll sit there and they'll wait on it, and their intuition will be telling them like, hey, this is something that you should probably do. But
Right.
at the end of the day, I truly believe in divine timing. And I think it was not only very beneficial for you at the time, but I feel like you came into my life also at an amazing time.
Really?
Like, girl, what? We were killing it.
Yeah, we were.
We were killing it. And
Yeah.
the bond that we have built with one another,
Right.
It was well worth the experience. Like,
Yeah.
that's amazing. And I
didn't feel alone through that process. And that's, of course, I thought to myself, Sharon, this is something you could do on your own. But like, if I could have, I wouldn't be where I was, just with everything out of order. Just to have someone to hold you accountable, and you got to get your task done. And with my type of personality, we talked about our personality test. We have the same personality. So
yeah.
with my personality, it's like, I'm gonna go hard, I'm not gonna do it at all. And so because I knew I had to share what I was doing, it forced me to put it in order. Right. And be intentional and about my day, writing down the effort. First of all, I never did affirmations. I had to Google that, girl. I was like, affirmations, what is that?
Yeah.
Sometimes our affirmation was something I wanted to see. Sometimes my affirmations was a scripture that I wanted to remind me of who I am. Sometimes my affirmation was, if I didn't feel as confident in my workout journey and in my body, so I always switched it up, but it was always something that I wanted to see in my life. And what was crazy, I remember we had a conversation. I was like, to see what I'm saying come into fruition is unbelievable. You know what I'm saying?
Like literally commanding it, because at the end of the day, I know that everybody doesn't believe in God. Everybody that, people may have their own idea of what God is, but at the end of the day, we all have that inside of us to command that.
Yeah, exactly.
And we are in control of this more than people think. And I think that it's awesome that you got to actually experience the power of saying your affirmations out and what I loved about the way you would say your affirmation is you would say it with conviction, like this is what it is.
And that's what it was. And that's exactly what it was. it also forced me to evaluate my thinking. Like I really learned a lot about the way I see things and the way I think and the way I speak. It made me mindful of the words that came out of my mouth. I didn't realize how negatively I think at times because it's in your mind. You're not always speaking it out loud, but you still live it. And I was like, sometimes if I was off, you'll call it out. You're like, all right, sis, what's going on? You okay? You're not yourself. Something is going on, and then I had to be reminded, okay, you have to be mindful of what you can control. Whatever you can control, control it. What you can't, you just pray about it and you can't worry about it. That's useless.
Right.
I've realized how useless fear and anxiety was during this process.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's
I,
crazy.
yeah, because it was like, some of my affirmations would be talking about fear. And, I'm like, God is not giving me that spirit. And why am I so afraid? I told you I was really shy and I don't share a lot of stuff. I share stuff, funny videos with my family, but like not a lot of people know that I'm a African-American developer who build houses and is doing it very well.
And I'm gonna tell you something. You're not doing the world any justice by hiding that.
Yeah, I know. I know.
You're not.
I know.
That's yeah.
Yeah.
I appreciate people that walk in their purpose.
Yeah.
Because if I wanted, let's say I wanted to go and I wanted to design a house, girl, that thing would look toe up from the floor up. But I enjoy nice things. I want to walk into my spot and it look nice.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
right.
I'd love for more people to be walking in their purpose like that. And I'm super grateful to just even be connected to you at this point.
I am too. I feel grateful. I feel really grateful. I talk about you all the time. I remember our last day. That morning I woke up, I went in the office and I looked at my pet. I was like, oh, that went by so fast. Like I already miss it, but I was like, I'm gonna carry on because this is what I paid for. I paid to invest in me and to change. And the biggest compliment I got was from Dante. He just was like, and I wish I could have recorded it because I record everything else, but I'm gonna record his response and I'm gonna send it to you. Yeah. And he just was like, I am so impressed by you. You really committed yourself to this, no matter who was with you or not. You did it alone. It don't matter if I got up to bed and worked out with you, you were consistent. You did it, even if you didn't feel like it. And I am just to see your mindset change. He said, I could even see how you react to others. That has changed. And you are more concerned about your well-being and not just exhausting yourself. And all of that happened within 30 days. I am so impressed. So I was like, that's dope.
I'd say, okay. Yeah. Now, because even throughout the whole 30 days, I felt like you kept telling me about how Dante was super supportive throughout the whole journey, girl.
He was, to the point where now he up. So like the first couple of days, I was like, babe, I'm going to get my cold brew from Starbucks, come back, do my reading, because we was doing the 75 hard together. But like this was just like icing on the cake. So I would wake up at 5 and he's like, he'll roll over. And then I would get up, I think maybe about a weekend, I would get up, and after we finish our call, I'll go in there to get the keys and put my shoes and stuff on, and he'll be up. I'm like, you up? He's like, you up now? I'm up now. Yeah. So he started waking up with me at 5 as well, and I don't get to, I got a journal, so I can still write out my tasks, which is helpful. I still do my affirmations. I still do what I'm grateful for. That's another thing that is so important. It is so important to just stop. I have so much to be grateful for. There's not enough pages to write it.
Whew. Man,
there's not, I would cry right there. Like there is not enough pages to write it. But you spend so much time just seeing everything else around you. And if you just take a second, just think of 3 things, your mind will be blown. And like, it's a lot. It's a lot for me to be grateful for. But I was always grateful that I woke up that morning, because that was another chance to wake up and be great and do what I was called to do, you know? So that was mostly like, that's my gratitude. I'm grateful that I woke up.
Everything you just said was so beautiful. Like, I am so freaking proud of you.
You don't make me cry.
I am extremely proud of you. I am proud of the progress you made. When I say you killed that 30 freaking days, girl, you took that shit personal.
I was not playing.
You were not playing. And you got what you were looking for.
I got exactly what I needed.
You got what you were looking for. You got what you needed. And you know what that helps me feel good, because I am walking in my purpose too. And this is what I want. This helps me keep going.
Yeah.
To show people it's not even that much. But even literally you just waking up, and even with Dante going in the sheets, your confidence goes up, because you're like, I'm up, I'm at it, regardless of what anybody else is doing.
Yeah.
I'm doing what I need to do for me. That confidence, the way you carry yourself is different. You're treating people nicer because you made a commitment to yourself to do this. You did it. You woke up every single morning. I think you were up at 4:30.
No, I was up at 4:15.
Girl, what? Listen.
Still, because you know what? Because after the first day you called me, and I felt so out of whack. I was like, okay, you have got to get up and be intentional. You cannot roll out the bed at 4:55 thinking you're gonna get anything done. Yeah. So by the time I hit that computer, she was dressed and ready to go to the gym. Like, I needed to be dressed. That's why I told her, I said, I can't come. If I come in my robe, I might not feel good. But like, if I was fully dressed, ready to go. So no, it wasn't 5. I was 4:15. I was up, washing up, you know, getting my whatever I needed to get done, because I needed to have a clear mind so I could really think about what I wanted to say that morning and how I wanted to command that day. You can't do that rolling out the bed at 4:55. That's not gonna work. Right. And I played with different times. I played with different times, because I was like, okay, let me see. People think that extra 5 minutes is helping. It don't. Like, just get out the bed. I played with different times. So I did 4:15 first, and I was like, okay, I like the way this feels. But let me try 4:30. Try 4:30. It wasn't right. My day was still off, and I still was like kind of scrambled. So I know that for me, 4:15 works. By 5 o'clock, I should be walking out the door to go get my coffee or whatever I need to do, or read my book. I shouldn't be rolling out the bed. So yeah, I was committed to that.
Yeah, that's crazy, because there is kind of like, there's this time where it's like, this works. And you know, I now, because I'm always improving the 45-day transformation. Right. If that first week people feel like this is a stretch, you know, okay, I'm allow you one change, and we'll make this adjustment. And I'm telling you, even for myself, I no longer do the 5 a.m. because I give myself time before the call to get myself situated too. Right. Because before I was waking up at 4:50, but 10 minutes was not enough. And I'm not waking up at 4. I'm gonna let y'all know right now, I'm not waking up at 4:15. She can have that one. Like, I commend you. That's awesome. but listen, for me, it felt like I was like forcing you know what I'm saying? So now I've incorporated to where people can work with me anywhere from, like, you know, from 6 a.m. to, I'll probably push it to 9. It was 8, but now that I'm giving myself that hour. But when you get up, you command your day, do what you need to do for you. It changes the whole game. So listen, I appreciate you for such an amazing recording. Like, this is awesome. I definitely want to get more people on here to be able to speak about it. You're the first one, and I think this is a great intro. I'm gonna stop the recording right here. Okay. Let's see.